Well, good afternoon. Welcome to our daily devotional today. Today we're going to be in Psalms 130, verse 5. Psalms 130, verse 5. I don't know if you've had the same experience that I have in my life, but there are times when you have trials and tribulations, crisis happens in your life, and well-intentioned, well-meaning Christians will say, well, you just need to wait on the Lord. This is basically what the psalm that we're going to be reading today is saying, wait on the Lord. But sometimes I don't think we have the correct understanding of what it means to wait. David says, I wait for the Lord, my soul does wait, and in his word do I hope. I wait for the Lord, and my soul, everything about me, my being, my essence, who I am as an individual, as a person, waits for the Lord. And that's great. We wait on God, but we need to know what wait really means. The Hebrew word for wait used here means to twist or to bind or to wait, to await, to hope eagerly for something. Has several different meanings, but the picture of the word that's used to describe is to twist or to bind. Perfect example of this would be hide and go seek. I don't know about you, but we used to play hide and go seek in my house a lot, and I would be the one that was hiding, and I would find a place, and I would shove myself into the smallest space possible. I would put myself on the back side of a closet and put all the clothes in front of me, or throw a bunch of clothes on top of me. I would twist and I would maneuver myself into a position where I could wait for my brother and sister to come find me. And there's probably no worse feeling in the world for as a kid to wait for that person to open the closet door and look underneath all of the junk that you're hiding under to find you. That anticipation, that's what this word means. It's not just that we do nothing while we are waiting on God to get us through the situation. We reposition ourselves. We adjust our surroundings so that we have the best vantage point, so when God does respond, then we actually do something. And you know, I think that's a little bit different than what we typically think of when we think of the word wait. It's not that we're not doing anything, it's we are continually adjusting our perspective so that way we can see God best. And the way that we do that is what the rest of the verse says. Our hope is in the word of the Lord, right? In his word do I hope. And so the way that we adjust and the way that we recalibrate our position while we're waiting on God to get us through the difficulty that we're in is we cling to his promises. We cling to the things that he has told us through his word. The Bible has so many promises that God has told us. Sometimes people wait for the Lord, but they aren't waiting on his promises. They aren't waiting on his word. They're waiting for a Ferrari to just pull up into their driveway. Well, you know, God never promised to give everybody a Ferrari. Wouldn't that be nice? But he does give us promises, and we find those promises in his word. And so that means you and I as Christians ought to be reading God's word daily. We ought to be spending time trying to reposition ourselves to understand who God is and the promises that he has made to us. And when we do that, we will be able to have patience and wait on the Lord. That's our devotion for today. Thank you so much for joining us. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow.